This guy's called the Standing Streamer.
From Wrestling with Regret, and you're watching Putting You Over.
Boom. Oh. Boom. There we go. Whoa, look at that. You see that little camera glitch on the stream? On the screen. Did you see that camera glitch? The hacker has invaded Putting You Over. Welcome, everybody. This is Putting You Over. I'm the Standing Streamer. And tonight, I hope to bring you another phenomenal show. On tap, we have the step... Is this mouse going to control that over there, too? Or no? No? Good. Actually, maybe it is. We don't want that. That is not something we want. So let me just make sure this is up. Oh, we have the Stepdads of Wrestling on tonight. Oh, no. It's not on. Perfect. Wonderful. So we'll talk about stepdad things, and and then we'll talk to them for a while, and then discuss a little wrestling. Backlash is tomorrow. Definitely want to. The blowout man is here. Oh yeah, business just picked up. So Stepdads. Some Backlash predictions. We're going to have David in Atlanta on with us. What's up, D-Rod? How's it going? What's going on? Welcome, everybody. Guys, if you're just coming in, don't be shy. Say hi. Tweet out the stream and all that fun stuff. About 9:15, we'll get the Stepdads in here and talk to them. Tag team out of New Jersey. So, I've got the New Jersey scene locked down as of late. Oh no! Wait, we learned that Tony Deppen is actually not from New Jersey, which was the assumption I was under, but he's not. He's in Pennsylvania somewhere in the middle of central Pennsylvania is where Tony Deppen is. But I have a really good feeling about tonight's show, at least guest wise, because and we'll talk about it when I get the guys on. And, I never asked them, are they coming on separately on Zoom? Or the same camera? Well, we'll just find out. But, tag team, they have this gimmick that is just great. Although I don't really think it's that much of a gimmick. I think it's actually who they are as a person, as people. At least the mindset and the verbiage and the promo style and stuff that they do. They're like they're stepdads. They're 80s sitcom stepdads. They're 80s sitcom dads that just happen to be stepdads. So we're gonna break all that down tonight. Get right down to the core of what it means to be a stepdad. They seemed hyped about the show, promoting it. Oh my God, yeah. So, and I'll talk to them about it. when I stumbled upon them, when I discovered them, and then I started looking into their stuff, I was like, I fell in love with these guys. And I basically came out with them. Well, first I asked them if they had like a trailer or a commercial for their style of stuff, what they do, and they sent it to me, and it was great. So then I replied back, I love your stuff. Like, how long does it take you to make something like that? Would it be possible for you guys to do like a commercial, like a promo type of vignette style thing for the show coming up? It might be fun. It might be fun to do. Could be fun, as Chunks would say. And they sent it to me, man, and I watched it last night with my family, and they loved it. And I popped. It was just classic stuff. It was great stuff, and I like what they're doing, and I can't wait to talk to them. Once again, no dry erase marker tonight. It's okay. But I'm not using my phone. I actually hand wrote all of my bullet point notes that I want to get to tonight, which I probably won't. I probably won't get to all of them. I probably will not stay on track, but that's how it works. The Discord is open, obviously, if you would like to ask some questions live. Some of you know how that works. Just, pop in to the on the line section and I'll pull you down. Hold on. Putting you over is live. Standing streamer. Yeah, there we go. So D-Rod has a stream tonight. He has a big a big EFED show tonight. So he'll be here for just a little bit. But how was everybody's weekend going? How was their Saturday? Blowout Man, how was yours? We will get to those scenes. You know what I might do is I might just clear my schedule sometime. I might just come on stream when I don't have a guest, or maybe I'll just do a guest and then leave it free after, and we'll just we got to finish up all those scenes of the Blowout Man. So that's the plan. What's up, Ringside Rant? How's it going? What's going on? Thanks for the follow earlier. Thanks for coming in. God bless America. Our weekend is going great. You just got a big decision on your case. 100% PTSD. Oh, yeah. My dad has that, too. What was I going to say? But we're going to open up the Zoom here in, a few minutes, 5 minutes. We'll get the Stepdads on. We'll talk to them. So I'm really excited about them. Ringside Rant, how's your weekend going? My fine gentlemen. How's the show going for you? You know what sucks about tonight, and I want to discuss it with these guys, is, Twitch has been coming down. Well, Twitch was handed all these DMC. Well, I'll wait till they come on. I'll wait till they come on. But yeah, so that's what's on tap tonight. Very busy. Yeah, it's a busy time between, school's winding down for my kids, but between homeschooling, between myself working at home, between the show, between housework, between wife, life, all that fun. We actually had a social distance softball practice tonight. I coached softball. So with the music stuff, kid, if I play the music through the in-game music, does that count? D-Ron, I don't have any answers for you. I would hope that people would not get a strike on them from music in a video game that comes over. I would hope. I don't know for sure. But the reason I contacted you, I know sometimes you play like CM Punk's music, sometimes you play Sasha Banks' music, some, Motorhead, stuff like that. I would be really careful with that. That's just my 2 cents. Coming from somebody who's been banned on several platforms, knows what it takes. So, So I also coach softball, and our rec league was canceled. I coach travel team, and everything's been pushed back. But we actually decided to have a social distance practice today. It was very difficult. The next 3 shows will be great and iconic. Who do you have on for the next 3 shows? Give yourself a plug, man. Go ahead. You have carte blanche. Go ahead. Hook yourself up with a band. I learned the hard way. Yeah, I've done that. I've reached out to. I got some friends in the business. I got some independent record label friends, so I can hook you up with a few bands for music. Just DM me those. But who do you have? You said the next 3 shows will be great and iconic. Ooh. Why don't you drop if you wanna if you don't want to drop who those next 3 shows are gonna be. You have Dr. Tom Pritchard, phenomenal. That is a good get. Good job out of you. Man, I need to swing something like that. But then once you're done, listing your great and iconic shows, your next 3 shows, give yourself a plug. Ringside Rant. Let us know where we can hear you, where we can find those, and all that fun stuff. I should start giving some friends of the show a command in here so we can get that done. So, all right. So here's what's on tap tonight. I've already mentioned it once, but I will mention it again. Because really, when I feel lost for words, I just like to run down what I'm gonna do. First of all, how does everything sound tonight? And okay, so we'll have the Stepdads here any minute. As soon as I'll probably just DM them and say, "Oh, okay, I'm ready to go," and all that, and then Talk Mania guys. Ooh, and how do you do? Oh, your podcast, so I get it. Follow you on Twitter at @ringside_rant_RJ. Yeah, guys, give him a follow on Twitter. You can get all what he's got going on, all the stuff you can find. 2 weeks Alex Hammerstone. That's who I want to get on here. I've been trying to get him. I've had Richard Holiday. I've had Pillman from MLW. I really want to get Hammerstone. Really bad. Really bad. If you could put a good word in for me, follow you on all major podcast platforms. We should do something one of these times, Ringside Rant. It'd be fun. I do Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. All full press coverage. Awesome. So what was I saying? So I'll do the interview. I always say I never keep anybody over an hour. We'll see how long it goes. We'll see how things are going. And then I'm going to bring David in. Anybody's free to come in and chime in after that about whatever they want. I do want to talk a little bit about Backlash coming up tomorrow. I want to talk about some other things that I saw last night on SmackDown and stuff like that. Your game, awesome. I'd like Hammerstone. He'd be like a workout tweet today. Yeah, I bet he did. I'd love to get him on. I've reached out to him. He doesn't reply. I just don't have. I don't know. So what are you gonna do? You can only do so much before you sound like a begging douchebag, But maybe one of these days. Maybe I'll get him on soon. Maybe somebody will clip this and he'll go, "Oh, I'll do putting you over," or he'll go, "I don't want to do that stupid show." Who's the standing streamer? Good Lord. You got lucky this week. Yeah, it was great. Pritchard's going to be a good spot, too. It's going to be a good spot. Talk Mania guys are probably great. The watch-along will be fun. That'll be fun. You should do WrestleMania 10. That's Brett and Owen, right? You should do that one, too. All right, I'm gonna DM... where's my phone? I'm going to DM the Stepdads, and they can come in anytime they want. You guys can come in Zoom anytime. I still, I'm getting some packages in the mail tomorrow from Amazon, and that's going to allow me I'm going to rearrange some things so I never have to leave behind the bar for the show. So if somebody comes into Zoom, I can just walk. You know what? I might not have to. He might just pop up. They might just pop up, and I can go in. I think that's how I did it. I don't think I have to accept them. I don't think I turned the waiting room on. So, damn, Skype's connection sucked. For who? The Skype connection sucked for who? There they are. Look at that. They did just pop up. I knew the Zoom thing was awesome. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. How you doing?
Spectacular. How are you guys doing?
We're pretty good.
Spectacular, phenomenal. I was just, opening the show, trying to do a little, maintenance work, giving people the rundown of what we're doing tonight and stuff like that. And I was saying it really sucks with this whole Twitch music DMCA thing going on now because they got a whole pile of complaints and they're going back and catching clips. If you played any music at all in clips or VODs or whatever, you get a strike, blah, blah, blah. And they should. That's what should happen if they get it.
Yeah.
I understand. But it sucks because, I wanted to play your guys' theme song to open the show and do some fun stuff with music with you guys. And I'm just like friggin' afraid to get a strike. I have 2 strikes on me. So if I get another one, man, I'm hitting the pine. I'm out. I'm finding a new platform.
Hold on one second. I'm going to disappear for a second. I have the AC on in this room. I'm just going to turn it off because it's a little loud and it's hard to hear you with it on. So I'm just going to move for 1 second.
I got this.
You're fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
That's the good thing. Go ahead.
Surprisingly, I don't know if I mentioned it to you, we are working on getting custom music because this is an issue that pops up sometimes.
Yeah.
Our theme song has 2 different types of copyrighted music in them. Sounds great in front of a live audience, but sometimes it can't be posted in certain places, and that's a real bummer,
Yeah, and I think who was I just had on? I was discussing with someone, like Paul Heyman. They asked him one time, how'd you get all that great music for ECW at the start? Well, he's like, I just didn't ask. I just played it.
Yeah.
And
it's
I mean, and nobody really knows, like over here in Twitch, like I have no idea. I don't know what I can do, what I can't. Like, can I do a parody song? I don't know. Could we sing the Full House theme song right now? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I could, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what would happen. Oh,
I guess.
I know what I wanted to ask you. Where are the kids tonight?
They're conveniently not a problem tonight.
I was gonna say that's a lot of kids that someone else is taking care of.
Some have been away at college, but they're home right now, and some have grown up, and some are. It really depends on the promo how old they are.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Tonight they're conveniently very quiet, which we need. They're exactly what we need them to be.
Yeah. It works out really well.
You guys definitely have a handle on them because I don't hear any like yelling. Like I know in my house, my kids are. You'll probably hear footsteps running during the interview, and
at most you might hear my dog bark for no reason.
It's fine. It's fine. So the one thing that boggles my mind, and I can't quite figure it out yet, is how does a backyard wrestler from New Jersey connect a stepdad backyard wrestler from New Jersey connect with another stepdad from Vegas to form the greatest tag team in the history of stepdad tag teams?
I guess technically we are the best stepdad tag team wrestling ever.
I looked around. I spent a long time today trying to find. I thought Bobby Eaton and whoever his partner was at the time. Were up there, but.
It's why you get specific with your gimmick.
Very specific.
Because then you're the best at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Weirdly, I mean, to go into like how it actually was connected, this is, for the kids out there, this is before, this is back in the days of message boards.
Oh boy.
Oh.
AOL Messenger, everybody remember that?
Yeah.
So back in the day, we had a giant backyard wrestling message board. A lot of guys you might have heard of were on it, but maybe we'll throw one out there. A guy named Will Ospreay. He might have posted there once in a while.
I think I've heard of him.
Yeah. So a whole bunch of us would post our footage on there, and it just became this like NWA of backyard wrestling, where like it was like everyone had their own territories. They posted their own stuff. And we would have super shows where everyone would go to one central place and wrestle. We had super shows where guys came from the UK, Canada, Australia, like these giant backyard shows.
I'll give you an example, okay? So we had the Alliance, we called it, had a United States title.
Okay.
I wrestled for the United States title in Salt Lake City, Utah. Keep in mind, I lived in Las Vegas. That was a very long trip.
Yeah.
Then I defended it in Indiana, and then I lost it to him in Pennsylvania, all in the span of like 4 to 6 months.
And I defended our World X Division title in the UK.
Yeah, we took it pretty seriously. Yeah.
And are all those matches set up and booked through the message board? Like,
kind of. A lot of people would kind of have requests, but there would be wherever the show was being held,
right.
They would be in charge of actually booking the show.
Yeah.
So sometimes they would honor requests. Sometimes if the request was ridiculous, like if it was like Hardcore Holly asking to be given the title, they would be like, no, we're not doing that. But a lot of times it would be honored, and if guys traveled a long way, they'd generally get they wouldn't like come across the country. They'd be like, "Surprise! You're wrestling this. You're wrestling Maven."
Yeah.
Like,
where is
like
Maven these days?
Like the guys from the UK would fly over, knowing they're getting a shot at the world title, and in the case of one of them, he won the world title and took it back to the UK, so it became a real, legitimate world defended title.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff is awesome. Well, we're not talking about a couple of weapons on a mattress here. Like,
we had like
it's a real deal.
All these
trying
places,
to wrestle.
pretty much all these places had an actual ring in somebody's backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some people who were already trained would come in and try to help train us and things like that. Not that I'm saying that's how you should get your start in professional wrestling, but that's kind of how it started for us. That's how we met.
I always say we, and it's really just me, but I've had, I think, recently we had Tony, see, I did it again. Tony Deppen and Matt Vertigo, and there was somebody else recently. Everyone, it must be, how'd you get your start? Backyard wrestling. How'd you get your start? I was backyard wrestling. How'd you get?
Fun fact,
I was like,
both,
I should have.
Both guys you just mentioned were guys we backyard wrestled with.
I wrestled Matt Vertigo multiple times.
Yeah, I've known Tony Deppen for like 10 years. I was at his wedding a couple years ago. I've known Tony forever.
Oh, he's great.
Leon St. Giovanni was in my backyard fed in New Jersey.
Oh man, yeah.
Yep. So it was all connected. Everyone was kind of connected through.
It's so weird how every promotion we go to now, there's, I would say 99% of the time, there's at least one, if not many guys from our little alliance that we ran into, and most of the time wrestled multiple times throughout the country. Also, it was a good way for us to get used to traveling. We wrestle in tons of states, multiple states all over the Northeast. And we were already doing that in our little backyard wrestling alliance. There
was a point where we were having monthly shows, and everyone in the Northeast was driving to Cooperstown, New York for monthly shows.
Yeah.
And we literally put together a year's worth of program. Like, it's still all on YouTube in, like, episodes. It started with us wrestling in the winter. It ended when Vince bought the company and shut it down.
What company was that?
It was called New Era.
Yeah.
The individual shows were called Grapgasm. There was 20 episodes, and it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ended when Vince bought the company.
And why would Vince do? Why would Vince buy that? What did he need out of it?
It's just it was just a convenient way to end it with with old clips of him buying WCW.
Yeah, perfect.
Exactly.
It's ironic because let's just say somebody in the company ended up working in WWE headquarters.
Yeah.
So it actually tied in surprisingly well.
Yeah, we had him come in as a heel, and it was like he pitched to Vince to buy the company and shut us down.
That was it.
Oh man, the more stories I hear about, the indie scene, like not too long ago, and the indie scene now, makes it seem like to me that the indie scene that happens is what the territory days used to be. So it's like one indie wrestling is one big thing, and then you have all these other like Synergy and GCW and beyond, and it's just they're all over, and it's so refreshing to talk to you guys because that's what I fell in love with about wrestling was what you guys are describing, going around, you're all together, intertwined, and it's just great stuff. Now, okay, so you guys hooked up on the Backyard Wrestling message board. You do all that traveling around. First of all, who has the best sweaters? Like, you traveled all over the world. Where did you find the best sweaters?
I mean, I did. You know, they call them sweaters over in the UK when you buy a jersey. So, you know, they have some fancy sweaters over there.
Yeah.
When I was over there, I did pick up a West Ham sweater. So there's that.
There you go.
You know, it depends. Definitely not Allentown. They did not have good sweaters. That's a scary place.
Are you guys soccer fans?
I was saying before, I'm a Liverpool fan.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But while I was defending our title in the UK, I did get to go to a West Ham game in the Olympic Stadium, which was really cool.
Oh, nice. Nice.
We weren't close enough to head up to Liverpool. It was a bit of a hike from London.
Yeah. I think I saw Liverpool play at Fenway. They played Roma. Yeah, I think that's who they played. I'm looking around for my scarf, but I don't see it anywhere. So, wow, that took me for a tangent, and now don't really know where I'm going. So you guys teamed up. You debuted, if I got my dates correct, 2000 and hold on, 17.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Nope.
No.
A little bit earlier.
No. Oh, he's fixing it right now.
Hold on, I gotta fix it. Okay, that would be. It's like a seminar.
I'll let him correct you. Hold on. I'm going to grab something from the closet over here.
So we got to have 2 matches in November of 2016. That's the only reason you're wrong.
All right.
In one of those matches, we got to wrestle Mr. Grimm, who was just on AEW Dark a couple weeks ago, and it was for Warriors of Wrestling. They did some internet tapings, and that was the first time we got to team up as the Stepdads and present ourselves to the world. And that was a huge help in our stepping stone to actually get in front of live audiences as a tag team.
Yeah, it was a big networking opportunity. Also,
Yeah.
just to show you I wasn't screwing around, I just grabbed this out of my closet to show you that it exists.
Look at that.
That is a Peter Crouch Liverpool jersey.
Oh
because,
my
you know,
goodness.
Yeah.
To
show you I wasn't messing around.
Oh, I believe it.
It wasn't even it's not like it's a Steven Gerrard jersey. No. It was either going to be Crouch or John Arnorisa. I grabbed Crouch.
All mine are upstairs, or I'd show you I wanted to say Spike Owen, but Spike Owen's an old.
My closet is right here. It's full of jerseys, so I figured I'd grab it. I'm actually wearing a Wade Boggs Tampa Bay Rays jersey right now.
Big sports guy?
Oh yeah.
Are you missing sports right now?
Yes, definitely. But also, I want to see the owners suffer in baseball, so I'm okay with the players holding out. I think they have to hold out. I think it's the right thing for them to do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'd love to see baseball right now. I understand why people are upset at both sides because it seems kind of crazy that millionaires and billionaires are fighting over money.
It's ridiculous.
But at the same time, the owners have pushed the players far enough that I'm glad the players are standing up and saying no.
Yeah, me too. So, all right, so no debut in 2017. 2016, 2 matches, Warrior Wrestling. You guys' first time, you debut your stepdad. You guys debut yourself as the Stepdads. What was that feeling like? And what was the response from the people that were there?
I mean, there was a lot of people there who immediately were like, how have I not heard of you guys? This is ridiculous. I love this. And then, like, we told them, we're like, this is our first time trying this. We've only been wrestling for, like, a year. And they were like, get the hell out of here. There's no way that's true. And it just, because we had that extra carryover from the yard that helped us seem like we had been doing it a little longer because we were comfortable in a ring. It was more about learning the crowd aspect of it, working the crowd instead of just doing moves. The psychology was where we were lacking.
It's the little things that you guys give off.
Yeah, we weren't nervous in the ring or anything like that. A lot of rookies are.
Our first match, if you go back and watch it, it's just like a spot fest. There's so much stuff in it that we don't do anymore, that it's like absurd. He's doing like reverse Hurricane Ranas on guys.
You know, just cause.
Just why not?
Yeah,
Why not?
It's like 20 minutes long. It's like at least 10 minutes too long.
I took a backdrop driver on my head like I was in the Tokyo Dome. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Oh.
But in front of the other wrestlers, that's what was cool about doing it at Warriors first, because the only people there are other wrestlers because it's a studio taping.
Yeah.
So the fact that we got a good reaction from other wrestlers was a good feeling, because they're a lot harder to impress. I feel like they have a different.
They have the experience.
Yeah, they know what goes into it, so impressing them felt good. It felt like a good start. It felt like we were onto something.
I stumbled upon you guys from Zicky Dice. Zicky Dice I had on here. I love him as well. You guys were on, I think, one of his first Twitch streams. And I was like,
we were the first one.
We were the first one, yeah.
And I'm like, Stepdad. First of all, the Stepdads of wrestling, is a hook right off the bat. I'm like, who in the hell are these guys? So I look into you guys and I start pulling up some of your matches and stuff like that. And I fell in love with the entire package. And I'm watching it, and you guys are coming out to like the Full House theme, and then like a little Billy Squire, and I'm going, now wait a minute, I gotta love these guys. Here comes the Full House theme. I'm ready for this. I'm going, and then you guys are just sometimes got like a little heelish look or like a smirk almost. Just is it hard? I mean, people gotta love you when they hear that song.
It's funny because there's a lot of times we get brought into promotions, and the promoter is like, "Oh, you guys are going to be great heels."
Right.
Because people think
the
stepdads
gonna hate us.
Yeah, they think stepdad. They're like, "Oh, people hate their stepdads," blah blah blah. Because that's such a cliche thing.
Yes,
the stepdad
is.
is evil stepdad.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And everywhere we've ever gone where we started as heel, we've ended up face within at least 6 months to a year. There's just it ends up, even when we're bad guys, we end up saying, like, making people laugh, and it ends up turning them to our side eventually.
Exactly. The worst we can do is get mad at a couple of kids in the crowd, but the parents love that, so it works in our benefit anyway.
At worst,
Oh,
we are the
good
biggest
for
heel
you!
to the children in the crowd, but their parents love us.
They were probably acting out. You guys are dads.
Yeah.
You were probably just
That's what I'm saying.
putting them in their place, doing your job.
We wrestled as heels at a fair, like a county fair one time, and nothing got more of a reaction from the kids in the crowd than when I told them to shut up and do their summer reading, or when I told them that I was going to turn this whole fair around. And on the last day of the fair, I told them that because of them, the fair was getting shut down.
That's just...
Even though it was going to get shut down anyway. It was
the
the end of the
day.
last day.
It's a fair. That's the whole point.
We weren't wrong.
Oh man, I tell you. But you said like people have a bad like a stigma of the stepdads, but that's not really true. I mean, Mike Brady, one of the greatest stepdads of all time.
We actually did a promo one time with the Stepdad Hall of Fame, and Mike Brady was the first inductee.
Absolutely. He's right there on top.
Who are the greatest stepdads besides you two?
Well, it was more of a Dad Hall of Fame than a Stepdad Hall of Fame, but he would be top. Our inductees were it was Mike Brady.
Yep.
Who was
Danny
second?
Tanner?
Was he third or second?
Well, I know third was Chris Dickinson, the Dirty Daddy.
Absolutely. So Danny Tanner's the second, yeah.
Yeah. And then the fourth one was a picture of Bill Cosby, which in the promo gets pulled off the wall and thrown away and replaced with a photo of us.
There you
go. The new Stepdads Hall of Fame. Right there.
Yeah, it was when I was trying to act professional and research and take notes, I'm like, oh man, I got to get a list of the greatest stepdads, TV stepdads. So I start looking it up. There weren't really that many TV stepdads. There's Mike Brady, and then the rest are just all really good dads. I mean, Danny Tanner, not stepdad, single dad, but not stepdad. There were.
I guess you could. We kind of qualify. Uncle Joey and Uncle Jesse are pretty close.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They're like honorary, you know.
The dads from My Two Dads
Yep.
One of them has to be a stepdad, right? And they can't both.
Yeah. No.
be
Yeah, you're right.
Biological.
Well, it's funny because they can't. Well, I guess not. There was so I was looking into that because I remember that show as a kid, and I'm like, I gotta look into that, find out if they're stepdads. I was like, well, wait a minute, one of them is, and it specifically talks about the episode called like Pop the Question or something, where the daughter in the episode, who I forget her name, but she ends up being in Step by Step. The daughter in the episode finds out which one of her two dads is the actual biological dad, and it just shows her like really happy, and then she crumples up the results and throws it. So one of them is a stepdad. I don't know which one.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It's probably whichever one wasn't Paul Reiser, right? It's
The
Paul
other guy.
Reiser and the other guy.
art-
His name I always Greg something.
The art guy. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
He was like a artsy.
Usually that's like all he's ever been in.
Yeah.
I've dropped his name in promos before, and I can't think of it off the top of my head right now.
I can't, and I just
He's
I
the
was
Janetti of
reading
the
that.
team.
Oh man, but yeah,
The one thing we always say is, you don't become a stepdad by accident. You have to want it.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of
Yeah.
living up to with these
Yeah.
normal dads.
No one ever became a stepdad by accident. I once heard a comedian
Exactly.
say it's easy. It's harder to order a pizza than become a dad, because no one ever ordered a pizza and was surprised it showed up.
That's terrible.
That's why a stepdad is a real dad, because they know. You can't accidentally become a stepdad.
Yeah, that's true. They go into it like,
They're the realest dads.
yeah,
Mhm.
they made that decision.
Yes.
Exactly. They're in for the long haul.
You
They
would
know
think. I mean, it'd have to be a weird set of circumstances to accidentally become a
It'll be
stepdad.
one rough night, you know.
Yeah.
I have 3 kids of my own. All my non-step kids, I guess, is what we'll call them.
Okay.
One of them I didn't agree on. The 2 I did agree. The 3rd, my wife tricked me somehow.
It happens.
It does
They're
happen.
sneaky.
Yeah.
But it just relates so well because I showed them the commercial you guys did for me, the little promo, which was phenomenal. And thank you, by the way. And I showed it to them last night, and they just thought it was the funniest. First of all, they thought everything about it was funny. And then I go, okay, guys, you have to come watch like their trailer. They into YouTube, so I said you gotta watch their YouTube trailer. And they're big wrestling fans, anyways. They're 11, 7, and 3 was asleep, so 11 and 7. And as soon as the Full House theme song starts playing, they were instantly hooked because they've been binge watching Full House since we've been stuck inside for this quarantine.
Yeah. There
So
you
they
go.
were all for it, and they loved the whole thing about it. So I'll have to show them the part tonight where you guys compared yourselves to Jesse and Joey. Is it true that the true greatest dad of all time is John Cena Sr.? Is that
Hold
true?
the phone.
Yeah.
Hold the phone.
We've actually met John Cena Sr.
John Cena Sr. helped us get a title shot in Massachusetts one night in
Yeah.
front of a live audience.
Yeah,
John Cena Sr. is the man,
he is.
and he knows his stepdads. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he gave us our first title shot.
Hmm.
Johnny Fabulous, right?
Johnny Fabulous. I believe he was the general manager of a company called House of Bricks Wrestling, which went defunct last year. But when we were there, he actually was able to get us a #1 contenders match and a title shot at their tag team titles.
And I got to thank him from one dad to another.
That's right.
Oh,
So absolutely the best dad. Absolutely.
The
A great man.
Yes.
he is a great individual. Yep, sure is. Quarantine. Is it, I read all these bullet points down and I never stay on them. But I mentioned quarantine earlier. Have you guys learned any new skills or hobbies during this? Well, now wait a minute. Because I talked to you guys. You guys are both still working, right? You're essential workers.
Yes,
Mhm. Yep.
he worked the entire way through.
Okay.
I
I'm
was
still working. Yeah.
I was closed for a little bit, but I've been back up for a while. I'm kind of like half my usual schedule right now, but I've been working since a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and I'm still 40 hours a week. I actually travel to New York and Staten Island, so we gotta be careful. But
yeah,
I'm still working.
Wow.
And I'm a delivery. I'm a wholesale driver, so It's just there's less demand, so that's the only reason I'm working less. Is the only.
So nothing's really been different for you. Well, besides the demand, nothing's really been different.
Not a lot of wrestling.
Besides, yeah.
Basically, my weekend and my weekdays have flipped, and I'm working 2 long days and have 5 days off, which has led to me mostly just rewatching a lot of shows on Netflix. Or I discovered an app, Pluto TV.
Oh my God, me too. Me too.
It has so many channels that are just one show all day.
American Gladiators, Beavis and Butthead.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord.
There's one that's just MTV's The Challenge all day.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
Yeah.
The 2 I probably watch the most, RuPaul's Drag Race, and Degrassi: The Next Generation.
Oh my God.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at this point in the quarantine.
Yeah, I've been doing Pluto's great. I've been doing American Gladiators, and then I try to watch Beavis and Butthead. But if the only problem with Beavis and Butthead is they don't have the music video segment.
Yep, because they don't have the rights.
Because of the copyright.
Oh God, it's such
what kills me
horseshit.
about every MTV show is missing, like Daria has the same problem. And if you ever watch that, it's missing like these crucial. Any show that's built on music is ruined. The Wonder Years, same thing.
On Netflix. Wonder Years, it's not the same.
It hurts.
It's a bummer.
I mean, they couldn't think ahead. I mean, we didn't know, but
yeah, horse shit. But,
yeah, I agree.
It sucks. It really sucks.
But American.
By the way, if you've been watching American Gladiators, I randomly watched a new show called Ultimate Tag.
Yeah, it's on Fox, I think.
It's so much like Gladiators. Yeah, because they got it's just American Gladiator type characters, but they're doing parkour and stuff.
They're just running by each other.
Yeah, they're just running by these like random people trying to reach the end of the maze or whatever.
It's no Battle Dome.
It's no Battle Dome. you know, Battle Dome's all right with me, but if you're looking for something new,
I don't know if anyone out there is aware of Battle Dome, I'm sorry.
Weird.
It's the weirdest, like Saturday, Sunday morning UPN Gladiators. It's like half wrestling, half American Gladiators. There's like a voodoo doctor on top of a spinning wheel.
That and Karate Masters, whatever it was called, Karate MC.
What a time to be alive.
Right.
Boy, that's the 90s for you.
Good grief. I know. I'm just thinking of Daria right now because my wife loved that show.
Great show.
Yeah, it's a great show. Great one of the best spin-offs too.
Yeah.
Came from Beavis and Butthead.
Funny thing about Daria that I always thought was interesting, all the people who are voice actors on it, they were just like people who worked for MTV at the time. None of them were like big name voice actors. So the lady who's the voice of Daria is like, I think the like vice president of Viacom now. It's like she just worked for MTV at the time. They're like, you have a voice that would work for this character.
They probably didn't think it was going to come into anything.
They probably didn't have much for a budget, so they were like, we got to just be all in-house for this.
Man.
One of my favorite shows on MTV at that time, well, I had a couple. I liked Beavis and Butthead. I loved Syphil and Ollie. That was MTV. Yeah, Syphil and Ollie. That was on real late. And then there was one on Liquid Metal. It was like the guy had a really big head. It might have just been called The Head, for all I know.
That sounds about right.
You might be right, actually.
Yeah. And but it was good stuff.
I don't know if you saw our I'm an MTV guy in our promo for Ziggy Dice's our Let's Get Over. I name dropped Jesse Camp and Dan Cortez.
Oh man, Dan Cortez. Man, we could talk TV all night. I think Dan Cortez was on one of. I remember it as clear as day. It was on a show. It must have been in syndication. It was on USA Network. The Single Guy, it was called.
Yeah.
Dan Cortez was like the guy's buddy or something, but he wasn't the same because he didn't have a bandana. I got my Dan Cortez bandana on, I guess, tonight. Is what
throwing out one more underrated MTV show a little later on, but
I got one. Too.
Clone High.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know if you ever watched. It was made by the same guys who made the Lego Movie, Phil Lord and Chris
Oh.
Miller, and it had Will Forte as it was a whole about historical figures that were cloned.
Oh
and
yeah, in a
they're
high were they in a high school? Yeah.
Yeah, and it had Will Forte as Abe Lincoln, and Gandhi was in it. It was
yeah, I
absurd.
remember that.
It was
now.
great.
I think it only lasted 1 year.
It only lasted one season,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Probably.
Just last year, I rewatched The Max, and that is such a trippy like mini-series.
And
I
that
don't
was
know if you ever saw it.
That was on MTV.
Yeah, it was like 15-minute episodes. I think it was during Liquid, but
Yeah.
it's really trippy.
Oh.
I would give that a watch if you have like an hour and a half, you can watch the whole thing.
What's the entire catalog? Well,
It's been the highlight of quarantine is watching old shows.
Totally off the script.
I did watch all of the horrible reality TV show Kid Nation on YouTube.
Oh my god! Oh no!
What's that about?
You don't know Kid Nation?
I don't
man.
think so.
You're gonna want to watch it after this. It's on YouTube.
Hold on.
So they literally took 40 kids and just stranded them in the desert, and were like, "Now you're gonna run this town."
Just some abandoned town in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
New Mexico, somewhere around there. 2008. Think like mid to late.
I think 07, I think.
Yeah.
It was about they literally took 40 kids ages 8 to 15 and were like, you're gonna live in this town, you're gonna cook, you're gonna have merchant class, you're gonna have rich and poor,
No parents.
and no parents, and you're gonna run this town, and it is a hilarious.
Yeah. Surprisingly, does not go well.
Yeah.
At all.
Knowing kid, I also work in the school system, so knowing my students and my own kids, they probably does not go well.
Let's just say there was a lot of lawsuits by the time the show was over.
Yeah, kids drinking bleach and getting grease on themselves. I think the highlight for me of the first episode is the youngest kid is like, he just leaves. He's just like
He's
straight
like
up
8 years old.
He's 8 years old. He just straight up raises his hand and leaves. And he's like, I'm too young for this.
He's the smartest one,
Leave.
probably.
Yeah, absolutely the smartest kid of the whole bunch.
He gets upset at one point and like runs away from the town, and they found him like in a barn, I think it was, something like that. And they just filming him crying in a barn.
Yeah, these are adults with cameras just filming kids cry.
And they interviewed him like recently. They interviewed him, and he was like, "Yeah." The cameraman just came in and was like, "Hey, buddy, you mind if I film you?" And just filmed him crying for like a half an hour until he stopped crying. Like they did not help any of the kids at all.
This is gonna be great TV.
Do you think? Okay, so the summer's coming up, and like my kids know, like summer camps are kind of open, kind of not. You think I could just show them this first episode and say, "Hey, girls, look, this is where we're gonna send you for the summer." You think I could pass it off as that and scare them?
Go for
straight?
As long as you can afford a psychiatrist, go for it.
Oh God Almighty! I tell you what, mine could not survive in the world at all, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I have three ladies. First of all, that drive me nuts. 3 girls, so. Kid Nation. I got it up here, so I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, you will have a blast.
It is hilarious.
Jeez.
Hey,
You're gonna assume every step of the way you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is fake. This didn't happen," and I guarantee you, most of it, if not all of it, is real and actually happened to these poor children.
It says Kid Nation episode 2: To Kill or Not to Kill.
Yes. Yes. They lured the flies into these kids.
Yeah.
Oh my God! How was this?
They were like, "Oh, someone's gonna die, but it's gonna be great TV."
Oh, good God! Well, I might as well throw this thing away.
Sorry to go completely off track.
Start playing Kid Nation right now.
No,
just for the audience.
I really would love to tell you the truth.
Just save those questions for the follow-up interview when we get through none of them today.
Yeah, right. We'll just have you on, and it's in a special moment from the Stepdads.
There you go. Yeah, it's a very special episode.
Let me see if I can get us back to wrestling. Do you guys keep up with today's promotion? Is that a dumb question to ask? I mean, right?
I do and I don't. It's really tough because when you're wrestling every weekend,
right,
and then working the rest of the week, it's like the last thing I want to do is come home from work and watch wrestling. because especially because for me, there's just so much to keep up on. It's like impossible to keep up with. There's too much. I guess AEW is the easiest one for me to keep up with, but stuff like WWE, there's like 20 hours of footage a week. I don't have that much time.
No, it's ridiculous.
I keep up a little more than Wade, but at the same time, it's like you got to watch highlight vids. You got to read, results sometimes.
Yeah.
We just don't have the time to watch everything. I think I keep up a little more than him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a lot,
Is it more beneficial? I guess when I do ask that question a lot, and I'm starting to go away from it because it sounds good in theory, and then when I say it out loud, it just sounds dumb.
Go for it.
No, the question I just asked about the promotions.
Oh, okay.
But I think what I'm really trying to get at is, do you guys watch wrestling to help your craft? So maybe not the promotions that are going on right now and what's happening now, but do you guys go back and watch wrestling?
Absolutely.
That's
Current
a better
stuff?
question.
Yeah.
Current stuff, not at all. If you
No.
see it on TV,
Right.
it's not yours. You can't take it. It's already been done in
Yeah.
a bigger scale than you could ever do it.
Yeah.
Um,
And you're going to look like a ripoff, even if you did it before them or didn't know they were doing it. If some new guy shows up, not new guy, but a guy new to the audience comes to AEW and starts doing a cool move, you're kind of out of luck then.
Yeah.
But we regularly, we'll try to sit down every once in a while and watch like old DVDs of stuff from like the mid 2000s and just see if there's stuff there that people were doing that they're not doing, no one's doing anymore.
We're talking like independent wrestling,
Yeah.
2000.
Yeah.
Chikara, Ring of Honor,
Jersey All Pro.
Stuff
that is kind of out of circulation.
Yeah.
And it's not even to steal, it's like to get ideas and like jog potential spot ideas or variations of stuff that maybe we haven't thought of. Because I find if I watch too much wrestling, it makes me more of a copycat and like I'm not as creative on my own. I'm just like thinking of stuff I saw.
Yeah, I play a lot of music, and that's the same way. Like if I'll grab the guitar and play something, but if I listen to way too much music and like try to do something like that, I may play something on the guitar, be like, "Wow, this is good." Oh, I just heard that earlier on.
Yep,
the
subconsciously it sneaks in there.
Yeah.
And sometimes it works out for us. Like we've had matches before where I watched something and it was a perfect inspiration for a match we were going to have.
Mhm.
And we didn't do the exact match, but it was a good inspiration and for like a structure idea on how to keep the match going.
Yeah. We try to keep it fresh. Clearly, we like to have original, stuff. Even the way we do our finisher, the Father's Day device,
This is a
a
great
different
name, by
version
the way.
of the Yeah, it's a different version of the Doomsday device that I've ever seen any other team do. Maybe some random team in the Midwest did it a couple of times. I don't know. But as far as we try to be as original as possible, unless it's meant to be something
Right.
the audience knows.
Right.
My finishing move when I'm in singles matches is a Stepdad stunner, because Radley 8:16 p.m. says it's past your bedtime. but that's on purpose,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you don't ever want to be the ripoff. It's not like even if you're doing it, you don't even want to do it subconsciously. It's people will pick up on it.
Yeah. And it wouldn't even come off as natural anyways, I would assume.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can. Oh, goals for the Stepdads. Oh wait, before I get to goals, where did I write this down? Who needs to get spanked?
That's a long list in this day and age, kiddo. Let me tell you.
In wrestling, in life.
Yeah. Oh boy.
If I you get to one person who needs to be spanked.
One
you want to say one?
Yeah.
You want to say the first one?
You each get one.
This is for me. This is the easiest choice.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
It's the current president.
I almost spit it all out.
For me, that's the easiest choice possible.
I could see that, and it counts as spanking a wrestler. He is a WWE
he's a
Hall of Famer. So
he's more than we could ever strive to be in the world of wrestling.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's kind of sad. He's probably, or just having an appearance at WrestleMania, he's probably reached the pinnacle. We'll probably never meet.
I want to point out how many times I've seen people complain that Coco Beware is in the Hall of Fame, but I've never seen one person complain that Trump is there.
Yeah, it's true.
It really bothers me.
You know what bothers me is Andy Kaufman is not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. 100% agree.
But Drew Carey is?
Yeah. No. If they took Hulk Hogan out of the Hall of Fame, I think there's
They should
at
put him
least
in.
some justification to take Trump out.
We should take all the Hogans out of existence.
AEW's trying to do that.
They're all terrible. Just put him in a car with Nick and let him drive.
Oh,
Put him on the autobahn.
oh my God. Oh.
I don't feel bad about that at all. I literally tweeted at Nick Hogan the other day that he was a terrible person.
Well, you're right. Oh man, and I had a question right before that too. I don't remember what it was. Oh,
you gotta pick who you would spank.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
Nick Hogan then. Maybe Nick Hogan's the guy to go with.
You're gonna spank Nick Hogan?
I don't know.
I mean, clearly his father never has.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Cyndi Lauper's not even in the Hall of Fame. She should be in the Hall of Fame too.
That's a real shame because she probably launched wrestling to a higher level than maybe any celebrity,
Yeah.
including Mr. T.
Yeah. Rock and wrestling.
Yeah.
Rockin'
including Mike Tyson. That's my opinion.
I just remember the Goonies. The Goonies songs that she had for the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
They had that like long form video on MTV that had the Iron Sheik and Piper and Nikita Koloff. I just remember that. Lou Albano with her dad.
cool.
I mean that.
Cyndi Lauper has had a crazy career.
Yeah.
She literally had a song that was in the SpongeBob musical. I mean, you've spanned everything.
She's been everywhere. Yeah. All right. So we got to spank. We're gonna spank Trump and Nick Hogan.
Bet you've never gotten that combination of answers before.
Oh man. How am I going to follow that up? We have goals. Where would we like to see the Stepdads? I know where I would like to see them, but where would you
At the
guys?
White House, thanking the president.
There you go. We're formally announcing co-presidents right here. We're ready.
The Stepdads want to bring wrestling back to malls.
Yep.
With Cyndi Lauper.
For a Hall of Fame ceremony.
Yeah, if I don't get to enter like Lex Luger in a weird shirt
ripping contest,
then
Oh.
my career's been for nothing.
I thought you were going to come in the Lex Express because I want to drive up in the Lex Express, let me tell you.
Oh, that is.
Goals? I mean, our goals are literally just we right now it's just to keep improving. It's not stagnate. I feel like in the last year we kind of stagnated a little where we just weren't hitting our stride and elevating to the next level. We kind of felt stuck, like we were at single A baseball, and we want to make that jump to double A.
Yeah.
And the only way you do that is by wrestling people better than you.
Yeah.
And that's really our goal, is to keep wrestling guys better than us so we can learn from them and keep improving.
Yeah, absolutely no slight to any company that's ever given us an opportunity. Because when we came into pretty much every company we've come into, we've learned things from them. We got to wrestle brand new people that helped us, and we're all about getting that different experiences from all over the Northeast, and hopefully other parts of the country as well.
And I take pride in the fact that we've only been around for a handful of years.
Yeah.
And already companies are trusting us to be like a veteran team to guide their young guys through. But at the same time, for us to take that next step, we have to wrestle guys better than us as well.
Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So like, there's tons of promotions. I don't know if you want us to name them, but
I wrote it down. 19 promotions.
Yes. Yeah. We've been all over the Northeast. We want to go, overseas, Canada, Midwest, Florida, that kind of thing.
Yeah, expand out from where we are.
Right.
I'd like to wrestle a little more in Jersey. It never seems to happen.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I just talked to, sorry to cut you off there, but you mentioned Jersey, and I just talked to the CEO, I guess, is that the word you use these days? Colin West of Synergy Pro Wrestling.
Oh, we know Colin.
Yeah. I said because I knew you guys were in New Jersey, so I know him. I know him because I've had him on the show, and I love Synergy, and I do help him with some stuff for certain things. So I tell him, oh look, I'm having the Stepdads Wrestling on, knowing that they're from New Jersey, and he's like, I know them personally, and so I just I thought because they got a great show coming up on July 11th for first responders.
Oh yeah. I'd be the tough thing is and this is not a slight to Colin, he doesn't book many tag matches. It's a lot of triple threats. He doesn't have a tag division, so it's hard to bring in a random tag team.
Yeah, that's what I was as you were talking about the promotions and everything, it all clicked with me. I'm thinking, yeah, Synergy doesn't really have tag matches per se. Like, I don't think I've ever seen one, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So,
and that happens with a lot of promotions. We, for instance, we love Limitless Wrestling. They're up in Maine.
Yep.
Absolutely love their company. We would be so happy to work for them, but they don't really have tag team championships. They don't have many tag teams. They have a couple, the Maine State Posse, guys like that. They're great. The tag teams they bring in are great, but it's not like they have a roster of a dozen tag teams.
Yeah, it's tough to pitch to a promoter. It's like bring in two new guys.
Yeah.
And then if they don't have a tag team to face you, then it's 4 guys you got to bring in that you don't really know. It can be tough if you don't have a division already set.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never looked at it that way. I never thought about it. I'll tell you what.
That being said, I think we could, be pretty popular with any audience. I mean, we could make it happen. I really believe that.
Yeah.
I'd just like to see you guys sitting in the crowd, watching. And that's if I was running a promotion and I was going to bring you guys in, I would just sit you in the crowd for weeks, sitting there.
That happened. Happened before.
The first, one of the first. Yeah. It was only for one show, but we were in the crowd in the second row, and we were sitting there the whole show.
We had our sweaters
in our sweaters, in gear,
all our normal stuff.
Not wrestling gear, but in ridiculous outfits that no one else would be wearing. It was summer, we're both wearing sweaters, and we were heckling the show like Statler and Waldorf, like from the Muppets. And
that's
we've been
guys are.
Yeah, we've been heckling the whole show, and eventually this one match happens, and the guys are leaving, and we're heckling them. And it turns into a brawl.
It got a little heated. I threw my water at them. I don't know exactly.
So we've been sitting there the whole show, and all of a sudden we're brawling with these guys.
Yeah.
And people were afraid and left. We made people believe wrestling was real again, and that was a highlight of my day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we scared some people, but we ended up having a match with those guys at the very next show, and boy, that crowd was very heated. Let me put it that way. They hated us.
That's the biggest heel reaction we've ever gotten. Yeah. That match ended with me getting jackknife powerbombed by a guy who's 6'7".
Yeah, wow. I got choke slammed by 911's son.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that guy knows his choke slams.
Yeah,
and,
I bet he does.
Yeah, I had to crawl out of a grave after that. He choke slammed me so hard.
He powerbombed me, and I felt like I was in an anime cartoon where I was in a crater that was smoking.
Yeah, so it's happened before. It'll probably happen again at some point.
Our personal idea that we've always wanted to pitch for a debut would be, if we came in as faces, have heel champions in the ring, and they're running down the crowd, and they start picking on a little kid.
Yeah. Is it your kid? One of your kids?
The little kid is sitting there by himself, and he gets up, and he's like, "I'm telling my dad," and he just leaves.
Get one of those Kid Nation kids.
Yeah. Later they come out for their match, and they're like, no one's accepted our open challenge. And the kid walks back in, and he's holding both of our hands. And he's like, that's them. They're the guys. And
the meanies that make fun of me.
And we come in and have the match with them to defend our kid.
That's right.
It's like a Boy Meets World episode.
Absolutely.
That's what we're all about, man.
As someone who once in a backyard wrestling match did an entire Corey versus Joey the Rat exchange and yellow promo, I'm all for Boy Meets World references in my wrestling.
Man, I
If
think
we get Robert Goulet to announce us to the ring.
Oh, that's the ultimate right there.
I think I just watched that episode like 2 weeks ago.
Corey Matthews.
the Corey Matthews.
And Joey the Rat Epstein, who went on to become the guitarist for an indie band called Rilo Kiley, and that blows my mind every day.
Oh my God. Wow. Well, I tell you what, I'm at such a dilemma because one of the things I like to live by is I live by the fact that I try to never keep anybody over an hour. I like to stick to that rule, and I don't know. I like to live by my word, and then it helps maybe with getting people on again. I guess I don't know, but we are nearing the end of the show. But I want to run a couple quick questions at you, and then I'm going to hand
Absolutely.
you guys the virtual mic to, do whatever you want. Put yourself over, bury someone.
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, I have so many questions. Give me something to watch on Netflix because when I'm done here, I'm gonna need to go watch something.
If you haven't watched it, 2 seasons, hilarious show, American Vandal.
American.
Oh yeah.
Vandal.
It's basically a parody of making a murderer type shows.
Okay.
But it's set in a high school where the crime is that a guy drew a bunch of dicks on the teachers' cars and they're trying to figure out the crime and who did it.
But it's like a parody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's done in the style with like recreations and
Nice.
full like investigation, but it's about a bunch of high school
Yeah,
kids.
like full on mockumentary made by one of the kids in the school, who is also a suspect.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah. And even during the course of the show, he mentions how previous episodes are on YouTube now, and that's how characters know things that were earlier in the show.
The mystery of who drew the dicks.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
fantastic. Both seasons are great.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure 3 coming out. Thoughts?
I haven't seen the trailer, but just based on the fact that it exists, I'm excited about it
Me
because I
too.
love the first 2 movies.
I did see the trailer. Totally hyped.
I have
actually am
not
really
seen the
hyped.
trailer, so that's something I have to look forward to as well.
I actively try to avoid trailers if I can help it.
Do you? I
could've.
love trailers.
Too many of them give too much plot away.
Today, yeah, in today's day and age, they definitely do.
Yeah.
I agree with that. As stepdads, do you guys have any tips for me as a dad?
Ooh,
I guess it would just be patience.
Patience.
true.
100% patience. Don't forget what it was like to be a kid.
That's a
I
good
feel like
point.
too many parents grow up and they forget what it was like. And it's, even though it seems stupid, every day is the most important day. The worst thing that's ever happened, the most important thing that's ever happened, because
That's true.
life has been so much shorter and condensed. I would just say keep that kid mindset.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, last question, then I'll give you guys the mic. Dadditude. Can you operationally define that for me?
It's like the feeling you get when you get to a barbecue and someone else is at the grill and they don't know what they're doing. It's like that feeling.
I'm just picturing a whole commercial right now.
That's probably a commercial we will make at some point.
Guy's at the grill, like he doesn't even know how to flip his shish kebabs or whatever.
Yeah, you're just watching things burn. Or it's the feeling you get when someone else is in charge of the remote and they put the volume on an odd number. Where the volume is 33 and you're like, what are you doing?
Hold on, I'll take care of that.
It's waking up in the middle of the night and noticing somebody touch the thermostat, and I don't know what they think they're doing because they're not paying that electric bill.
Yeah.
So they better watch it.
Or it's summer and you realize that you look around the house and you see the back door is open and you don't know for how long, but you know that you're not paying to cool the entire neighborhood.
That's right.
Oh, I leave my garage.
It's more of examples. It's hard to really define it. It's an example thing.
Yeah.
It's a feeling.
I think you guys did a phenomenal job describing it. That's great. Okay, so at the end of every show, I like to give a mic to you. You guys can put over whatever you want. You put over yourselves. You can put over spanking Trump. You can bury anything you want. It doesn't
I'll let
matter. Go ahead.
You want you want to give the information on our social?
Yeah, you can do the other half.
Yeah.
So I'll put us over.
Yeah.
By throwing out our contact information. So anybody who enjoyed us tonight or seen any of our videos, you can find us at Stepdads Wrestling. Now that's all one word. I don't want any spaces between. I don't want anyone Googling Stepdad Space Wrestling. That's a no zone. We don't do that in this house. I don't allow it.
It gets weird.
Right? It gets real weird, and you might have to put like the safety on or whatever you do on the information superhighway to stop that. But Stepdads Wrestling, all one word. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. You can also find us on TikTok. You can find us on Twitch. You can find us on Twitter at Stepdads Wrestle, as well as ProWrestlingTees.com/Stepdads. We got the Gods of Dad Bods T-shirt, us as statues as mighty Greek gods. You got Dad to the Bone.
And Dadditudes, which is a playoff of Bad Dudes, the 1988 video game.
That's right.
Oh
Are
my
you dad
God.
enough to save the president? Are you dad enough to save the president? You're going to find out. As well as Patreon.com/Stepdads Wrestling. So Stepdads Wrestling is the way to find us. Just don't put that space there, because that's when trouble happens, and we don't want trouble over this house.
No trouble.
And I didn't really plan this, but I'll just
Be real.
I'll
Be
just
real.
be real. More than ever, I want to put over just being good to each other as people. It's a really tumultuous time right now. People are more divided than ever. I know there's people who want to stay on one side of the fence and on the other. There's not a time to be bipartisan. We have to be people. We have to be human beings. All lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter. It's a serious issue, and I'm glad.
The fact that it's so divisive shows how serious of an issue it is.
I'm glad people are doing something about it. I wish I could get out and do more. I've donated. You can find information on Twitter and stuff like that to donate to bail funds, pro-Black charities. It's definitely something. It's not enough to not be racist anymore. We have to be actively anti-racist, and we really have to bring people together because it's been too long. It's just we need to be equal. Everyone needs to be equal. It's not about anyone having advantages. It's about people being brought up to equality.
I agree. I stand by that.
That's really all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I stand by that. I mean, I got 3 daughters, and I stand by that every day as best I can. You know, I'm raising the future, so it's
That's
tough.
right.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's tough for them. Like, I try not to have. I mean, we could get on another topic altogether. I try not to have the TV on, the news. Not that I'm hiding them from it, but like I want to be the facilitator and tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to educate them, and you want to educate them on what's right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you don't want them learning from another source.
Yeah, that's what that's what me and my wife try. So we're doing our best. That's
I think right there. I think what you just described. That's Dadditude right there.
That's Dadditude.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. With that being said, I mean, I'd love to have you guys on again. We could probably talk Saturday morning cartoons for an hour.
Oh yeah.
We could talk about literally anything.
I'm pretty sure we only talked about our first 2 matches and kind of went off from there. So we had many other matches after that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I could talk about way more MTV VJs.
Yeah. What was? Oh, gosh. So yeah, Jesse Camp. I'm thinking of the other guy, because Jesse Camp was in an actual, it was a contest.
Oh, Dave Holmes.
Yes, that's who it was. And he won. Dave Holmes won.
Yes.
Jesse Camp
but
was
they hired Jesse Camp as well,
because he was the people's
And Dave
champ.
Holmes was on MTV for a long time.
Yeah, he was.
He would be on Spring Break randomly.
Yeah.
There was a game show he hosted that was you spun a wheel and have to sing. It was Say What Karaoke. He hosted that.
Yeah.
And then you had Carson Daly and Sway. Sway was also there with his weird headband.
Who was I met one of the VJs at Woodstock '94. Gosh, what was her name?
Was it Downtown Julie Brown?
No, it wasn't Downtown Julie Brown. Oh goodness, that would have been awesome if it was. It wasn't. My wife would know because I took a picture with her, but now I don't remember. So
was it from if it's 94, it's gonna be MTV.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I went to Ozfest like 05 or 06 and ran into Mistress Julia, who was a VJ for Fuse at the time.
Fuse. No, it wasn't her. It was I don't even know if I know Ananda Lewis. Ananda Lewis.
That is a name.
Was that
that I've heard.
It is an MTV VJ. That's who it was. Ananda Lewis.
There we go.
There it was. That's who I met at Woodstock '94. Oh, phenomenal! I mean, we're gonna have to do this again sometime.
We're definitely gonna have to
Absolutely.
talk about Kid Nation. We're gonna have to talk about American Vandal.
Yeah, we have to catch up.
Oh
Yeah.
boy,
I'm gonna have to. I gotta watch Kid Nation too.
you're gonna be very busy now.
I am.
You know, if you need us in a weekly spot, we're just always around.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, you never write, you never call. Come visit your old man. Hang out sometime.
Yeah. How are your feet? Are your feet okay?
Yeah. How's your carburetor? You doing all right?
I am doing okay. I want school to be officially over, but I work in the school system, and I work in the special ed school system. I'm a behavioral specialist for children with autism, so
Gotcha.
we have to work in the summer.
Yeah.
But I just need a 2-week break just to recharge. But yeah, Christ, we could do a special message from Stepdads every week.
Yeah. Anytime you need us, we're around. I mean, we're roommates, so it's not like we're doing anything.
I'm not doing anything either.
Like I said, I've been watching Degrassi on Pluto TV. I'm pretty sure I don't have many plans.
Yeah.
Ice Road Truckers. You ever just binge watch that thing?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely. Hell's Kitchen, Storage Wars.
Oh my
There's
god.
Man,
there's like a True Life MTV channel
Yeah.
or
right?
a Maid. The other day I was watching MTV Next. I forgot that
Oh,
was
wow.
a thing.
I forgot about that too.
Oh, how was the interview with Stepdad? She's great. Yeah, we put over Pluto TV for an hour.
It's great. It's the best free TV app. I'm not even getting paid to say that.
No.
It's fantastic.
And it looks like cable. So I pulled it up
Yeah.
on my TV. My wife walks in and she's like, "What is this?" I was like, "It's Pluto TV. It's free.
It's got,
it looks
it's
just
got its own
like
TV guide.
Yeah, it looks just like cable. Exactly. What do you want to watch? Broken Skull Challenge? You want to watch that? We have every
it's on there.
episode.
You want to watch Walker Texas Ranger for 24 hours straight?
Oh my god.
All right. I'm gonna let you guys go, and we'll definitely be in touch.
Anytime.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for coming around tonight. Yep.
No problem.
Thank you. We'll see you later.
Later.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah. Oh man, that was fun. All right, I'm gonna go around and shut that. Oh, they shut it off. Oh man, that was good. I mean, I don't know how much of an interview it was, as opposed. I was talking with them, and we came to the conclusion that like that type of conversation, I had a feeling that's how it was gonna go, based on things, the research I've done, interviews I've heard, and just things they like and things they can talk about. And it's just, I prefer a free flow stream of conscious. I prefer a free form conversation. And that's what we had tonight, and it was a lot of fun. And those guys are great, and check them out. Their links, well, you heard them say their links. I posted their links in the chat. Well, I posted their Twitter and their Facebook and their Pro Wrestling Tees. You can find them everywhere. But definitely check them out. Follow them on social media. Check their matches out. Give them a great shot and all that fun stuff. I'm going to play a song that I do have the rights to play because it's done by my dear friend Insect Chunks. I'm going to play it. I'm going to pee, and we'll come back and we'll do some wrestling news and some backlash prediction type of stuff. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to see if David in Atlanta wants to come on and talk about it. So I'll be right back after these brief messages from Binford Tools.
This guy's called the Standing Streamer.
Brian Zane from Wrestling with Regret, and you're watching Putting You Over.
All right, I'm back. Drones. The blowout man is here. Ananda fucking Lewis. I can't believe I even remembered her name. It was amazing that I remembered her name. Okay. Great message. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Matt Vertigo got back to me too. He said, Rad is my guy. Love the dude. Awesome. So, let me see if David wants to get on. We'll talk a little Backlash. Oh, look, there he is. Sorry, tonight I was hanging out with the wife and I completely forgot. It is okay. I am still live if you want. No big deal. You know, David doesn't come on. That's cool. I could do a quick Backlash predictions, although I don't think anyone really wants to hear that. But maybe we can do. What time is it? Maybe we can do the blowout man scenes. We left off on scene 5. We have a lot to catch up on. That could be fun. Or we could end it for tonight. That also could be fun. Man, all right, let me see what I forgot let me see what I didn't get to tonight. I want to talk about their first wrestling memory. You know, stupid, like the stuff we usually do. First wrestling memory, was wrestling big, growing up, blah, 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 blah. Their style in the ring. Oh, I never did their dream match. I never asked them what their dream triple threat tornado tag team match would be. Damn. I was going to see if they wanted to sing the Full House theme song with me on stream. But I didn't know if we would get flagged for that. Like, can we sing songs on here? I didn't know that. So I didn't ask that till I find out. I wanted to ask them who the best wrestling dad bod was. Oh, I wanted to mention to them that I believe what they have going with their characters, with their stepdad characters, and all the stuff that they do. I believe it's a Netflix show. Actually, I believe you could make a show out of it. Two stepdads living together. They're wrestlers. They got to go to the wrestle every weekend and then go home and raise a, who knows. Thought it'd be good. I was going to ask them if they were on TikTok because I would assume stepdads would not be on TikTok, but I guess they are. I wanted to talk to them about 80s stuff. We kind of did that. They gave me something to watch. We did that. Ted's, Tips for Dad. I think we hit some of the others, but we can definitely get them on again. They're great. They can be on my show anytime. They could be on here anytime they wanted. They have carte blanche. That's what I say. They're funny. They're creative. They're quick-witted. All right. Let's, I mean, is there anyone here that wants to hear Backlash predictions? Or should I just do the blowout, man? Oh, that's me. That's me. I just went to chunks of stream and that's me. All right, let me pull up the blowout, man. The blowout, man. Oh yeah, business is just about low. Blowout, man. Blowout, man. All right. So I have to go all the way back now. I have to go all the way back to episode, or, scene 5. Now, how the hell am I going to get there? I got to go all the way back. I should be able to find it. There's a blowout, man. All right, there's 15 through 20. John Cena. Scene 14. All right, here we go. Scene 5. This is scene 5. Okay. All right, hold on. Pause. Back here. All right, so.
What's up, Warriors? After that scene in scene 4, we go right into scene 5. The show, it went off without a hitch. Bad boy Basil takes a bump on the hardwood floor.
Bad boy Basil.
Even Doink the Clown showed up. Like I said, off without a hitch. Scene 6.
Ooh.
Interior. Frank and Sons Cards and Collectibles. My friend Steve. Hey, there's Rob Van Dam. Josh. Dude, it's Rob Van Dam. Rob, sign my shirt.
That's exactly what I did when I saw Rob Van Dam. Dude, it's Rob Van Dam.
Yeah. Hey, Rob, when are you going to be in the WWE? Rob Van Dam. I can't say when. All I can say is soon.
Oh.
Blowout. That next Raw, my cousin Albert and I were watching as out of nowhere, that's ECW's Rob Van Dam with a 5-star frog splash on Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Scene 7. Interior. Rev Pro Wrestling.
Oh.
The boys of Rev Pro were just wrapping up their show.
Okay, so we're on scene 7. All right, so we're on scene 7. We're at Rev Pro Wrestling. Okay. All right, let's go back. Scene 7. This is the Super Unknown. That's SUPPERUNKNOWN. Super Unknown. On Twitter, we are on scene. Well, I think it's scene 8, right? Blowout Man. Where is scene 8? Dun, 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 dun. I'm loving it. I think I gotta go back up. Find it. I do not think I will be live tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna do a watch along for Backlash. I think I'll take it easy. I gotta edit the LSG interview. Push that out on YouTube. I have to. I'm following along. I don't remember if we did or if we went right into it. I don't know. Well, I'll find it. Scene 5. That went 5 to 7. Oh, you don't know? Okay, hold on. I see what you're saying.
That next Raw, my cousin Albert and I were watching as out of nowhere, that's ECW's Rob Van Dam with a 5-star frog splash on Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, yeah, it's right here. This says movie script reading, blowout scene 6 through 13. Yeah. I found it. All right, so I don't think I'll do like any watch along tomorrow. I'm going to edit the LSG interview. I'm going to edit and cut up this interview, push out to YouTube some clips and stuff, some funny stuff from tonight. I hope that's what I'm going to do. That's the plan.
Interior, scene 7. The boys from Rev Pro were just wrapping up. Josh.
This is good.
Hey, I'm Josh. I was wondering if I could join up with you guys. AWC, American Wild Child. Yeah, we do classes at my house. We call it the Bat Cave.
The Bat Cave?
The American Wild Child was graceful enough to allow Minds to come to his home in La Mirada, California. California, that's where we're from. The Bat Cave, as they called it. Yeah, they called me Joe. Because of my name, the one guy remembered me. This was just before I had joined the service, so they called me Joe. Cut. Blowout. I really took my wrestling practice seriously. I think I got about 2 to 3 weekends in a row with some real good
really
training.
Invested in this.
Some of the old guys taught us how to run the ropes and how to throw a punch. You know. Yeah. WWE presents Going to County in Chains. Blood is mandatory. Scene 13.
Nice. This is the final scene of this one. All right, scene 13. Okay. So, all right, here's scene 14.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Warriors. Blowout Man here. Scene 13 continued.
We're going to catch up tonight, aren't we?
WWE presents Going to County in Chains. Blood is mandatory. Yeah, I remember this. Inmate. Hey, radio. Blowout.
Wait, so they're in a jail right now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like the cream of the crop, we rise to the top.
Oh, yeah. Like the cream of the crop. Yeah. Rise to the top.
The Macho Man Randy Savage. Too cold to hold, too hot to touch. You can ride a black tornado, cross the western sky, pin down the Mississippi, and milk it till it's dry.
Yeah, there you go.
Long before you beat these ultimate maniacs. Inmate. Ha! Hey, can you do the rock? Blowout. Undertaker? You think you impressed the Rock by rolling your eyes up into the back of your head? Well, the Rock says, take your entire 33-pound head, have it spin around backwards like The Exorcist, catch it with both your hands, and then, Undertaker, the Rock says to proceed to shove your own head directly up your candy ass. If you smell what the Blowout Man is cooking.
That was good.
Blowout. So, well, I knew that the beating that I was pretty sure that I was in for was going to be much worse than the beating that I would have gotten from John Cena, the Prototype.
The Prototype.
So, yeah, I took a boobach for some peaches.
Is this the next one? Is this one?
Please, baby boy.
No. That was Foley. That was a good one. We're on scene 15. I saw it earlier. 15 through 20. Yeah, there we go.
The World Wrestling Federation champion, the Blowout Man. Here we go, Warriors.
Scene 15.
Scene 15. Now, the only thing is that no matter what happens, the inalienable fact is what happens in jail stays in jail.
So they're putting on a show in jail.
I did.
Like Johnny Cash concert.
I did see The Undertaker. But, like every other time, I didn't see him at first. My friend told me, hey, there's The Undertaker. Movie. Blowout. WWE Fan Fest. Los Angeles Convention Center. 2000. Joshua, I want to thank you for the work that you did on The Man on the Moon. Jerry the King Lawler.
That's good. That was a good movie.
Thank you. Soundtrack. REM.
Dun, dun, dun. You put a man-
Scene 16. Well, when The Undertaker drove off, he was leaving the event when we were just arriving. And we saw Bob Backlund walking around, and he was all walking around with his chest all puffed up. WWE.
That's how he walks, too. I saw him recently
Notes.
at a signing.
Thank you, Warriors. C26 coming up next.
Okay, so we are. Is that all of them? Oh no, 20 through 26. Here we go.
All right, Warriors, here we go.
Scene
26. It's actually C20, but I called it C26. So let's just say that there's not a wrestler that I can't beat, and there's not a war that I can't win, and there's not a warrior that I can't beat to get my belt back. Tony Schiavone, are we having a power surge here?
Oh man, I love Tony Schiavone.
Look at Hogan's lip. It's quivering. Tony Schiavone. Hollywood Hogan is physically shaken Bobby the Brain Heenan. Well, the fans recognize him, and so do we. It's the Warrior. Bobby the Brain Heenan. There can only be one, and that's him.
That's what he said.
Warrior. Talk to me, Warrior! Ah. Hollywood, I thought you were dead. Blowout. It seems as though no formal introduction will be necessary.
No.
Blowout. For years, I've been waiting, idly by, with you as its figurehead. The Warriors have been waiting all too patiently. Well, Hogan, get ready for the reappearance. Blowout. All right, so what I want to do is I want to get in on and over that me and Hogan could never actually really took place. Blowout as the voice of the Warrior. And they had a platform from history to use, and they just didn't use it. No discipline.
Yeah, good point.
NC. Thank you.
That's a good point. Oh wait, no, I gotta go back. So we're on scene 26. That might be it for now. Good morning, Warriors. Workout. 2K17. Ho! XL Jim Duggan. Dustin Rhodes. Macho Man Randy Savage. Yo. I think that's all. Is that all of them, Blowout Man? Chuck Norris. Neil Excitement. What? That? You got your VA benefits. That's awesome. Good. My dad's a veteran. And Battle Cat level 8. Look at that cool cat. So that's it. All right, cool. What? Pool? I'm having technical difficulties, but that's it. That's okay. Don't worry about it. All right, so that's it for the Blowout Man script. We are on scene 26. I don't know how much is left or not, but we'll definitely get that to another time. I'm putting you over. It was a good time. I enjoy it. I get invested in it. It's fun. It's fun to listen to. So, I'll do a quick rundown of Backlash. I'll just give you my predictions. In case, what did you think about the last? Thank you. What did you think about the last one? The one that was 26, right? The one where you were speaking as the voice of the Warrior, and they had a lot of background history that they never used. I thought that was a great point. I thought it was really good. That was the one, right? Yeah. Backlash. I don't even remember the matches for fucking Backlash. Good Lord Almighty. I don't know. We don't need to do it. I'll give them on Twitter. Just follow me on Twitter. I thought it was a great point that you made, because WCW did drop the ball with the Warrior, the One Warrior Nation, OWN. It was great. Yin and yang to the NWO. You had the One Warrior Nation, but they had a lot of backstory there that they could have used from the WWF days, and they just didn't. And they did drop the ball on that, but that's neither here nor there. But it was good. I enjoy listening to those Twitter clips, Twitter script scenes is what I'll call them. Twitter script scenes. All right, everybody. Final words for tonight. I will probably not be live. You know what? Just stay tuned to the Twitter. Maybe I'll go live. Maybe I won't. I'm not counting on it tomorrow. I got a lot of editing and stuff to do for certain things and just want to show. So, but, you know, the show's going to be back on Tuesday at 9 p. Tuesday, this coming Tuesday is what? So tomorrow's the 14th. Monday's the 15th. The 16th, I feel like we have a guest on Tuesday. I don't know who it is off the top of my head. It's written upstairs. But so, as far as tonight goes, I want to thank the Stepdads for sitting in with me tonight. So check them out on all their social media and whatnot. I want to thank Chunks for the host, D-Rod for coming in, the Blowout Man, obviously, for being here right from the kickoff. Ringside Rant for coming in and check him out. He's going to have a couple great interviews coming up. One of them with Pritchard, Dr. Tom Pritchard, one with Alexander Hammerstone from MLW, who I would love to have on the show. But, yeah, so that's it for tonight, everybody. Thank you very much. I want everyone to stay safe, stay strong, and stay sane. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys around.